Wonder Trade, a feature in the Pokemon games that allows you to exchange Pokemon with random trainers everywhere around the world. Wonder Trades aren't like regular trades, where you and another trainer negotiate and choose what to exchange. It's more like the move Focus Blast, a complete gamble. You send out a Pokemon and receive a surprise in return. It's a fun way to get unexpected, rare, or unattainable Pokemon, or just Lechonks and hacked Pokemon. But today, we're gonna make Wonder Trading even more exciting. Introducing the Wonder Trade Tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Panchamp Wonder Trade Tournament. The rules are simple. A contestant Wonder Trades 10 Pokemon, excluding hacked Pokemon and duplicates, and they'll choose 6 Pokemon from those 10 to form a team. And once they've locked them in, there's no switching them during the tournament. Evolutions are allowed. For example, if you get Jotonian Sneasel, feel free to evolve it into a Weavile. But no funny regional form business, meaning you can't evolve Jotonian Sneasel into a Sneasel. Same goes for evolutions. If you get a Jolteon, you can swap it for a Flareon. All battles will be held on Pokemon Showdown in the VGC Regulation H format, with each round being a best of 3, 2 wins, and you move on. We've got 11 total contestants, which means no standard bracket will cut it. So instead, we're running a round robin format split into 2 brackets. If you've never heard of round robin, here's a quick rundown. Every contestant battles everyone else in their bracket, with each win earning you a point. And at the end, the top 2 players from both brackets will move on to the semifinals, then the finals to settle it once and for all. And for the grand prize, a custom win and roll in my Discord server, link in the pinned comment in the description, a custom server emoji, and 1 shiny Pokemon. With that, get ready for some of the goofiest teams and battles you'll see, because in this tournament, your fate isn't in your hands, it's in the trades. Let the tournament begin. Alright, we got our first battle here in the Wonder Trade Tournament, and it's between Airline and CornGeneral. This is a replay, so it should be kind of fast paced, so I try to slow it down. Got a Murkrow, okay. Terra Ghost on the Murkrow, okay. Tailwind, yeah. The Prankster Tailwind. And Explosion? Yo! Okay, the Ghost Terra is immune to the Explosion. And the Malmar just goes down immediately. It got protected, the Armor protected, so it wasn't hit by the Explosion. Foul play on the Armor Rouge, interesting. With a Yawn. Okay. And Hivalodon is up, so there's Sandstorm. Okay, Trick Room though, that's really nice since Tailwind is up on Airline's side. And another Flygon. So we got Flygons on both of the fields. Protect, going in, and Yawn getting protected by the Armor Rouge there. Okay, getting buffed by the Sandstorm. Grass Terra? Is it a Energy Ball here? I think it's in, yeah, Energy Ball into the, oh wow! Helping Hand boosted Energy Ball there. One-shotting Hivalodon. With the Rock Slide. Sandstorm is still going up here. Nice. Murkrow coming back. Trick Room about to run out here in 2 turns as well. Taunt. Oh. But the Helping Hand went before the taunt, so that's good. Oh wow. That Eviolite really doing the work there. Murkrow survived. The mirror match. Oh my god, it's the Rizzler. Okay. Play rough taking out the Murkrow there. Rock Slide going in. Missed the Flygon. Okay. Oh, nice. Got the Citrus Berry healing. And Trick Room is gone. Oh, Airline forfeited. There we go. Our first one goes to CornGeneral. Okay, we're back with game 2 between CornGeneral again and Bloff here. So let's start. Okay, we got an Armor Rouge again as a lead. And Orclorn. Yo. I think it's... Okay, yeah, this is a Sun team, I think. With a Torkoal here on Bloff side, and Leafeon, I think, with Solar Blade. Protect on both sides. Okay. Yawn into, oh wow! Into the Torkoal there, that's huge. Oh my god, this is a huge turn for Corn actually. Wow. Getting that Yawn off on Torkoal. Wait, interesting. Switching out, oh wow, okay. Double switch. Yawn again, okay. Yawn again into the Arcanine here. And Altario's also out. Trick Room goes up, but oh wow. Okay, Ampharos is here. KSI, okay. Oh, okay, the Trick Room is actually pretty huge here for the Torkoal. Because it has to be the slowest Monarch here, right? Nice! The Brave Bird into Ampharos over here. And Ampharos resisting the hit. Helping Hand goes into Ampharos here. Oh wow, double Helping Hand. And Earth Power? Whoa, wow! That's a really tanky Ampharos. Huh. Oh my god, okay. Power Gem on Ampharos? That's sick. It's really fun because like you never see like Ampharos getting run in Reg H a lot, so that's cool. Power Gem again gets protected by the Torkoal there, and Play Rough goes into the Altaria. chipping down the health of there. Ampharos getting chipped down as well. It's in yellow now. Helping Hand again. I'm assuming Helping Hand as well. Nope. Okay. Got the Will-O-Wisp. That should all help with the play rough. Doesn't matter though. Altaria goes down. Trick Room runs out, and that should be good on a Corn side because Poco isn't the fastest mon on the field anymore. Okay. I'm not really getting the Intimidate play though, because like both of these are special mons, right? Extreme Speed goes into Armor here. Oh wow! The Terror Ground Terror Blast. I did not notice that Terror there. Getting the Life Orb damage, I think, and the Toxic Spikes. Oh wow! That's an interesting set actually. Toxic Spikes on the Toxicity there. Extreme Speed goes into the Oinkoloing. And Terror Blast. Oh wow! The Terror Flying immune to the Terror Ground there. That's wow. Overdrive doesn't affect the Leafeon, and Yawn goes into Leafeon again. Okay, got the Black Sludge now hurting the Toxicity there since it's not Poison type anymore. Helping Hand again from the Oinkoloing. And Extreme Speed goes. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. Whoa, Leaf Blade. Also, the sun is out, so no more Chlorophyll. Okay, Overdrive. That's a bunch of damage on Arcanine though. And Leafeon is asleep now from the Yawn. Protect on the Toxicity there. Nice, wow. Getting protected. The Extreme Speed getting protected there. And Leafeon's asleep. Arcanine goes down. Wow. Okay. It's a 3v1 now. Although these two are pretty low on health. Helping Hand goes into the Toxicity. Leafeon wakes up! Oh wow, Leaf Blade. Hold on. Okay. So these two both go down now because Oinkoloing dies to burn, right? Okay. This is really close. Ampharos is also pretty low. Bloff saying a clutch moment here. Getting protected there. Oh, let's go. Good game. And Bloff takes game 2. Alright, we're heading on to bracket 1 over here. We're on bracket 2 just now. And it's between Xopy and Dino here. We got a Meowscarada on Dino side and a Mousehold. Nice. Got a Wigglytuff on Xopy side and an Umbreon. Got Dark types on both. And a Follow Me. Okay. Play Rough gets protected. The Protean changes Meowscarada's type. I got a Hyper Voice. Nice. This is. Oh wow. Okay, wait. We got the Throat Spray on the. Oh my god! Holy crap! The Play Rough. Okay. Stab Play Rough doing 97% of Umbreon's health there. Got another Protect on Umbreon. And a Super Fang taking out 50% of the health there. And wow, okay. Wigglytuff just goes down. Okay. The double Protect on the Umbreon fails. And Umbreon goes down. Okay. Got the Sleep Powder going into Meowscarada. And now Meowscarada isn't immune to Sleep Powder anymore since it isn't Grass type. Switch into the Arcanine here. And oh wow, the White Herb. Follow Me. Okay. Sleep Powder goes into Mousehold. Oh, okay. Terra goes immune to close combat there. And both of their mons on Dino side falls asleep here. Got a little of the regeneration going on with leftovers. Tailwind. And Bulk Up. Okay, got a little bit of a setup action on Xopy's side here. And a sleep on both. Okay. Hurricane. And Oh, wow. +1 Acrobatics taking out Arcanine there. Gengar switching here. And okay. And Mousehold goes down. Taking the hit for oh my god! I'm assuming that's Choice Specs. Because it just took out both of them. And Dino takes the game. Okay, we got another bracket 1 game here coming up. And it's between Pokémon, which is Ichamp, and Dino. Nice. Oh wow, the second Toxicity we've seen, but it's the other form. And it's Mousehold and Meowscarada, which is the same lead from last game, I think. Follow Me into the Clefable. Okay. Super Fang takes out half the health there. And a knockoff. Okay. It's a stab knockoff because of Protean. And the Rocky Helmet kicking in. Oh my god, the Sludge Bomb just one-shots to Meowscarada there. Wow. Armrouge comes in. Okay, switches back into Cloyster. Follow Me goes in both of the Pokemon here. And Sucker Punch fails. Okay. Got the Follow Me again on Clefable. And I'm assuming it's a... Okay, Super Fang takes out half of the current health. Quick Break takes it down. And I'm assuming it's a Shell Smash here? Yeah, it's a Shell Smash. Nice. Getting that set up. The stats getting dropped off by the White Herb there. And Corviknight switches in. Okay. Got the Liquidation. Oh my god. It was a Zoroark. Wait, I didn't even notice the sucker punch. I'm so dumb. Bulk up here on the Corviknight. Wow, these two Pokemon are like really strong now. So okay, Mousehold coming in here with the follow me and getting taken down by the liquidation. And Brave Bird one-shots the Armouge. There we go. That's game 2 of bracket 1, and Icham takes it. Alright, we got another game from bracket 1 here between Dreadmask and Icham. Okay. So we got a Toxtricity again, and a Corviknight. A Alolan Raichu, actually. And a Ninetales setting of the sun there. Fake Out going to the Toxtricity. That's actually cool. I don't think I've seen Fake Out a lot on a Alolan Raichu. Shadow Ball goes into Ninetales, and Heat Wave taking out a bunch of damage. Oh my god! I don't register like the Zoroark here. Wow. That's 2 times I didn't know it was a Zoroark. Okay, Discharge. Okay. Got the Protect going. Protecting from the Raichu. And Boom Burst just one-shots the Raichu there. Sunlight Star going, and Corviknight comes. The actual Corviknight this time coming in with a Charizard. Okay. So another Sun team going on here. Terra Normal goes up, and Heat Wave misses the Corviknight but takes out the Toxtricity. So Icham can't Terra anymore. the double Heat Wave miss. Dang, that kind of sucks. A little bit of recoil and Solar Power goes off. Solar Power actually powers Charizard onto the Sun, if you guys didn't know. Intimidate goes off on the... that's actually pretty nice, because like the White Herb is gone, so the defense debuffs will get dropped now from Shell Smash. So, oh wow! It didn't matter, because the Solar Beam just takes out Cloyster there. And Tailwind goes up from the Salamence. Okay, I don't think Charizard had to Terra Grass there. Okay, there we go. And there we go, that's game 3 of bracket 1. Okay, we're back to bracket 2 with the battle between Airline and Function Frank here. Okay, so we got a Metagross. Okay, so I think it's a Tailwind Explosion again, since this is like the exact same setup from... Yeah, from game 1 here. With a Golduck and Palafin. Oh my god! Okay, immediately takes out the 2 with Tailwind up now, so huge lead on the Airline here. Probopass comes in with Gengar and Talonflame. The Terra Fairy goes up, and Tailwind on both sides now, taking out the Murkrow with the Shadow Ball. And a Thunderwave miss! Dang. Okay, Hippowdon goes up. So now there's Sand, and Temper Flare getting rid of the balloon there. And Yawn goes into Gengar. Okay. The Iron Defense, okay, I think this is like a Body Press set maybe? And Shadow Ball goes into a Probopass, doing a lot of damage. Yawn on both Pokemon now, but oh wow. Okay, Heavy Slam, wow, okay. Takes out the Gengar immediately. And a Will-O-Wisp. There we go, Airline takes it. And that's game 3 of bracket 2. Okay, we got another bracket 2 match here between Airline and Bloff. Okay, so Flygon and Murkrow lead here on Airline's side, and Torkoal, Altaria on Bloff's side. We saw, like, the Sun team going on Bloff's side earlier, and Tailwind goes up on the Flygon. Okay. Earthquake, 2 Pokemon immune here. It takes out a lot on Torkoal's HP there, so that's really good. But Tailwind on both sides now. And Willow Torkoal on the Flygon there, wow! Okay. Protect, and Taunt goes on to Altaria. That's pretty good, right? Altaria has a bunch of setup boosts. Like, we never know. Okay, I get Brave Bird. Maybe this guy has, like, Pear Song or something? So that might be good. And Scovillain comes in with probably Chlorophyll, since it's a Sun team. Foul Play goes into Altaria, and Altaria just takes down Flygon over there. Dang. Hippowdon comes back, gets rid of the Sun. That's good, because Scovillain doesn't get the speed buff anymore. Oh, wait, actually, it just sets right back up. Wow. Oh, wow! Scovillain with the Flamethrower on the Terra Grass Hippowdon there. That's really nice. Hitmontop comes in with the Intimidate, and Protect goes up with Scovillain. Oh wow, double Protect. Yeah, I guess just to protect from the Fake Out. But now Tailwind's up. Rage Powder. Okay, Scovillain. Oh my god, it tanks it. It tanks the Foul Play. Okay, there we go. But Torkoal should do massive... Oh wow, okay. I just have Will-O-Wisp here. I thought it was just gonna do like Eruption or Heat Wave or something. Intimidate comes out. Or probably takes... Oh my god, the Haze getting rid of the attack down there with the Intimidate. And Flipper just takes down the Murkrow there. Okay, Flamethrower doing a lot of damage. It's a 3v1 against a Hitmontop. I don't think Airline's coming back from this. Stone Edge goes in. Okay, Flamethrower going into the Hitmontop. It's kind of interesting running Flamethrower instead of a Heat Wave. Helping Hand, Stone Edge goes into Torkoal, and Bloff takes another match. Okay, we're back with another bracket 1 game between Doop and Dino. Okay, Arcanine and Charizard. I spy with my little eye. Another Centipede. My bad. Mousehold and Gengar on the other side from Dino. Knockoff goes into Arcanine, gets rid of the heat. Okay, so... oh my god! Heat Wave does massive damage onto the Gengar over there. And Sun goes up. Wow. But the Heat Rock getting knocked off, so now it's only 4 turns of Sun. Arcanine on both sides. Extreme Speed. Oh! Never mind. Okay, there wasn't Intimidate going off. I didn't notice. And Snarl from the Zoroark here, getting special attack drops on both sides. And now Intimidate. So there we go. These are both attack Pokemon, so the Intimidate matters actually. Okay. Chipping down the Mousehold there a little. Protect on the Arcanine there. And Encore. Okay, it fails because it only works on first turn. And Will-O-Wisp goes up on low kicks there. The low kick switches out into the Lilligant with plus speed here because of the Sun. But the Sun's actually about to run out here. Oh, wow. Flare Blitz goes into the Lilligant. Leaves down 1 HP because of the Sash. And Sun goes out. Okay. Super Fang takes out Lilligant. Oh, wow. Wait, I actually didn't know that kills. Super Fang's supposed to take out like 50% of health. It's on 1 HP, so I did not know what would happen there. Arcanine, mirror match. Wait, actually, I think this is Zoroark again. Sunny Day goes back up again. And I think this is a Zoroark because Intimidate didn't go up. Extreme Speed goes to Mousehold, takes out. And Snarl reduces the special attack there. And Zoroark baits a Heat Wave there. The actual Arcanine comes back in. Like, this is a lot of debuffs. Oh, Heat Wave goes down. Will-O-Wisp going into the Arcanine here. Terra Water Arcanine. Heat Wave. Okay, it didn't matter. There we go. And Doop takes the win. Alright, we're back with another bracket 2 game between Airline and Gun here. Okay, Hippowdon goes up and Hitmontop. Sandteam and Luxray Toucannon. Double Intimidate. Nice. Oh, I'm assuming is a fake out from Hit. Oh, switch into Ursaluna. Yeah, fake out into Toucannon there. Flinches and Rock Slide. That's actually not that much damage on the Toucannon. I thought it would do more since it's super effective. Tailwind on the Toucannon. Facade one-shots the Hitmontop because of the burn procs after Ursaluna switched in. So that's really nice actually. And the Sandstorm doesn't hurt the Ursaluna here. Intimidate comes back. Oh yeah, the Intimidate. That's probably why Hippowdon didn't do much damage. Okay, Terra Ghost immune to the Facade there. Rock Slide miss and minus 10% on the Luxray with the Rock Slide there. Volt Switch into Murkrow doesn't do much since it's pretty tanky with the Eviolite. Switches into Toucannon. Foul Play does a ton. Earthquake does a decent chunk on Murkrow. And Yawn into the Toucannon. Interesting. I thought Rock Slide would just kill her, but maybe not since it's minus 2 attack. Oh, the Haze getting rid of the debuffs on that Hippowdon there. Oh, dang, Bullet Seed's probably just gonna take it out. No. Oh, okay, actually, I'm 2% with the Slack off. Oh, healing up to 50 again. Toucannon is asleep now, so that's kind of nice. Luxray switches back in. Clear Body blocks the Intimidate there. Oh, Toucannon goes down. The sleep gave Airline an extra turn to do stuff there. Terra Water Liquidation takes out the Murkrow. Not really do much there since it was low already. Wild Charge, Slight Recoil, Explosion just takes out 2 of the Pokemon there. So now it's a 1v1. Oh, but Ursaluna's on 7 HP. Okay, Facade. Oh! And Gun takes the win with 7 HP. Alright, it's bracket 2 again between Function, Frink, and Bloff. This match is actually kind of interesting because it's between this Sun team, which we know is kind of powerful for Bloff side, but Function, Frink actually has a Golduck, which has a Cloud 9. So I'm kind of interested to see if Function, Frink actually brings the Golduck here. Okay, Torkoal lead and Skull Villain. Sun sets up on Bloff side and Skull Villain gets the speed buff. Yeah, the Golduck immediately switches in, gets rid of the Sun. Okay, Protect from the Super Fang there. And Flamethrower isn't as powerful since the Sun is... Oh, wait, now. Oh, the switch out, but the Sun's back. Wow! I'm assuming Bloff is trying to save the Torkoal there to, like, get rid of the Golduck first so he can set the weather back up. But now he has the boost from Chlorophyll. Wave Crash does a ton on the Skull Villain. He's chipping down the other side. That's really good. Oh, okay. Talonflame takes out Skull Villain there. But Palafin also goes down from Leafeon. But Leafeon's also kind of low now since the Life Orb is kind of chipping in down there. Cloud 9 comes back. Intimidate goes into Talonflame, which is kind of significant actually. Oh, Chilling Water Debuffs the... Wow, that's huge actually. The debuff, wow. Triple debuff on Arcanine. Turco comes back, but there's no sun because of Cloud9. And Chilling Water just takes down Arcanine. Leafeon comes back. Protect on Golduck's side. Probably to... Oh, double protect. Oh, Will-O-Wisp, interesting. I thought he would just go for acrobatics there, but Leafeon might be faster. Oh, just kidding. Leafeon goes down. Chilling Water goes into Torkoal. It's not looking good here. It's a 2v1. Flamethrower goes into Talonflame. I think this might be over. Terra Flying acrobatics there and Chilling Water. Frank takes the win. I think that might be the first time Bloff has lost, actually. That's really crazy. This Golduck is so cool against the weather teams like this. Alright, it's another Bracket 2 match between Bloff and Gun here, and a bit of a lore drop here. It's actually been 7 months since I recorded the last clip, so I'm gonna sound a bit different than I did before. But here we go. Okay, we got a Torkoal here and a Scovillain against an Espathra and a Poliwrath. So the sun goes up and Protect coming in, and another Protect, I guess just to stop the sun. Flamethrower into Espathra and Will-O-Wisp. So I think this is like a tanky set since we saw it using Flamethrower instead of a Heat Wave earlier. And Speed Boost goes up with the Spathra and Terra Water Poliwrath. Rain Dance goes up, so now no Speed Boost on the Scovillain anymore. And the Scovillain goes down from the liquidation there, and it seems to be Life Orb on the Poliwrath, and the burn goes off, so that's really good because it decreases its attack. And now it's a +2 Espathra. Altaria coming in. And Leafeon comes in. I guess, oh, it's just to reset the sun. Dazzling Gleam goes into Altaria, and Liquidation hits Leafeon, but not very effective there. And with the burn also reduces damage. Tailwind increases the speed on Bloff side, and another speed boost going in with the Spathra. Protect going on, and double protect. This is probably just to start the Tailwind. Sword Dance goes off on the Leafeon, and Brave Bird gets protected. Speed boost going on again. Toucannon comes in, and Torkoal resets the sun here. Leaf Blade. Oh wow, it crit the Spathra and took it out. And this also seems to be Life Orb Leafeon. Ursaluna comes in, but there's no Terra, so it can't resist the Leafeon anymore. Protect to probably get in the Flame Orb, and a Tailwind going on Gun's side. The Tailwind goes out on Bloff's side here, and ooh, Leaf Blade still outspeeds the Tailwind Ursaluna and takes it out. Oh, Will-O-Wisp. I think Bloff forgot that Poliwrath was burned. Toucannon, Brave Bird takes out Leafeon there. Potion boosts up the Toucannon. Flamethrower, it's not gonna do much. I think this is probably, it has bulky EVs probably, that's why it's not doing that much. Since we also saw like it not doing that much earlier in the games. Double protect, protects the Brave Bird. I think this is again to stop the Tailwind, and Liquidation also gets protected. Double burn damage there. Brave Bird, Recoil is probably gonna take it out, yeah. Liquidation, not gonna do much since it gets resisted, and it's under the sun. Brave Bird just takes out the Poliwrath, and Bloff takes the win. Alright, we're back with another Bracket 2 game between YFI and Bloff. We got Lycanroc here, and a Armarouge against Torkoal and Arcanine. So once again setting up the sun here on Bloff's side, and switches out into Altaria. Terra Fire, ooh, Accelerock, so I think it's weakness policy with weak armor, yeah. Boosts up its special attack and speed there. Heat Wave misses the Torkoal but hits the Altaria, still doing a lot of damage there. And Will-O-Wisp goes into the dog. Gets hurt by the burn there and protecting the Torkoal. Expanding Force, but there's no Psychic Terrain up here, so I don't know why it has Expanding Force. But Brave Bird doing a lot into that Armarouge, but activating that weak armor, so boosting its speed further. Switches out in Scovillain. I don't think it's outspeed. Oh wow, and it just gets taken out by Expanding Force. And the Rock Slide misses, unfortunately, and the Tailwind goes up. I don't think there's any way to outspeed this Armarouge anymore. It's gonna be really hard because it's +3 speed. Extreme, oh! Unless it's a priority move, takes out the Armarouge there, but get hits by the Rock Slide, doing a little bit of chip damage. Since it's burned, it's not going to do a lot. Poltergeist comes in, and Torkoal comes back in. Brave Bird still doing a lot to the Poltergeist, but Curse Body disables it. I guess it doesn't really matter though, because it's on 5 HP. And Rock Slide just takes out the Altaria. Shell Smash boosting all of its offensive stats, and Wide Herb gets rid of the debuffs. Arcanine comes back in. It can't extreme speed anymore, but it does have Crunch and takes out the Poltergeist. Oh yeah, because Tailwind's up, so it outspeeds it. Rock Slide not doing a lot, but the Torkoal flinches, so it can't attack. Tailwind peters out, and Alolan, oh, Terra Water. Rock Slide not doing a lot. Crunch takes out the Doggo. Knockoff, and Flamethrower just takes out the Sandslash there, and Bloff winning another battle here. On to the next battle. Okay, we're back with Bracket 1 between Doop and Panchamp here. Got a Clefable and a Toxtricity against an Arcanine and a Low Kicks. Intimidate going on, but it's not really gonna matter much since it's a special attacker. Ooh, First Impression doing a lot. Oh wow, it's actually a Zoroark. So the Intimidate, I guess it does matter depending on what it has. Oh, Sunny Day goes up. Shadow Ball. Oh, almost taking out the Arcanine there, but it's gonna die to Recoil anywhere from the Flare Blitz here. But it does burn the Clefable, which is kind of nice. and knocks off, takes out the Zoroark there. Moonblast taking out the low kicks as well. Corviknight comes in, and Littlegan gonna get the speed boost from the sun, and Charizard is also gonna get the attack boost from the sun. Terra Fire on both sides here after you. Ooh, boosting up the Charizard speed there, and Heat Wave taking out Clefable, and Corviknight getting greedy with the bulk up here. Toxicity coming back in, and Sleep Powder into Toxicity. Heat Wave, ooh, outspeeding the Corviknight and taking out both Toxicity and Corviknight. And Doop takes the battle, coming in with another bracket 1 battle here between Dreadmask and Doop. We got Raichu, Alola, and Ninetales. It seems to be both Sun teams are here, which is kind of cool. Oh wow, the Sun actually working against Dreadmask here since it boosts up the Lilligant speed. And Terra Ghost immune to the fake out. Sleep Powder goes into the Ninetales. Wow, it's looking pretty bad for a Dreadmask here. Charizard comes in as well. Terra Grass. Sleep Powder, Charizard's immune to the Sleep Powder. Solar Beam goes into Lilligant and leaves it on Sash. Ninetales is asleep, unfortunately, and knocks off, does a lot into the Charizard there. Oh, it's gonna almost get fainted by its own Solar Power there, and Protect. Sucker Punch fails because it's going into the Charizard, and Close Combat actually takes out the Ninetales. Oh, Charizard does go down from its own Solar Power there. Intimidate going in. Oh, wait, it's actually 1 Pokemon left. This is looking pretty bleak for Dreadmask. Knockoff goes into Salamence, and low kicks go down from the Flamethrower there. And we see Dreadmask resigning here, basically. And Overheat just takes out the Salamence. There we go. Doop takes another win here. Alright, we are back into bracket 2 between Gun and Function Frank here. And it seems to be the Trick Room team. But I don't know if the Ursaluna is actually going to outspeed under Trick Room or not. But here we go. We got Luxray and a 2-Cannon on Gun side against a Golduck and a Palafin. Okay, the Intimidate actually mattering on the Palafin there, which is nice. And Tailwind goes up. But I don't know if Reuniclus has Trick Room, so that might be kind of bad for Gun here. Talonflame comes in. It probably also has Tailwind. That's probably what it's going to do here. Ursaluna switches in here, and Golduck Terra Grasses actually, which is pretty interesting. Chilling Water debuffing the Luxray, and Golduck actually resists the attack that went in there. Acrobatics goes into 2-Cannon, and oh, Brave Bird just takes out the Golduck there, but it also takes itself out. And Facade getting the burn by switching in last turn with the Flame Orb. And Palafin, Gengar switching in with Luxray. So they both outspeed the Luxray, which is pretty interesting. And Wave Crash goes into Ursaluna, takes a little bit of recoil. Dazzling Gleam getting slowly chipped down here, getting the speed decrease with that Electro Web there. But Curse Body actually takes out the option of Electro Web there, and Facade just takes out the Palafin, which is really nice because that's probably the strongest one on their team. And now it's a 3v1 against a Gengar. Ursaluna switches out into the Zoroark, and Gengar goes down, and Gun takes the win. We got another bracket 2 match coming in between Corn and Gun. Here we go. We got a 2-Cannon and an Ursaluna. Ooh, okay. I forgot they were nicknamed. Protect on both sides here, and Tailwind goes up. Trick Room. This is actually really good for Corn here. Switches out into Spathra, which is also not really good for Gun because it gets the speed boost. And Knockoff just one-shots a Spathra, and there's a Terra flying going on with the Toxicity there. Ooh. The Malamar feints, and both switching in here. Oh, Helping Hand Overdrive takes out the Poliwrath, but almost takes out the Ursaluna there. I'm actually kind of surprised that the Toxicity is slower than the Ursaluna. Protect going in on both sides here again, and Yawn getting protected by the Ursaluna. Brave Bird also getting protected. Whoa. Helping Hand, Heat Wave takes out the Ursaluna and doing a ton into the 2-Cannon there. Ooh, and Brave Bird doing a ton as well, but also taking itself out. And Corn takes the win here. Okay, bracket 1 game coming in here between Ichamp and Xopy. We got a Vivillon and an Umbreon that's named Dumbreon apparently. And Toxicity immediately Terra Normals, and Hyper Voice coming in from the Clefable there. Sleep Powder puts it to sleep though. And Boom Burst. Oh my gosh. I think, is it Magikarp that makes it immune to the Boom Burst there? I actually don't know. We got a Flamigo coming in here with, and it takes out the Toxicity that's Terra Normal, and the White Herb gets rid of the debuffs there. But Tailwind also up on the Xopy side here, and it's a Zoroark gets Dual Wing Beat here. Wait, no, this is the act. Oh, I guess that makes more sense. It's this is the Ghost type Zoroark, so that's why it's immune to the Boom Burst on turn 1. That's actually really cool. Follow me redirecting both attacks to keep the Zoroark safe, and oh my gosh, Zoroark takes out both Xopy's Pokemon here, and Icham takes the win. Not gonna lie, the Zoroark thing is actually really creative. That actually got me. I think every one of these battles, I've just not registered like Zoroark being in disguise. Alright, we're still in bracket 1 here between Dino and Icham, and this is actually a pretty interesting situation because we're coming in on our last battle in bracket 1 but IChamp and Dino actually have the same amount of points, so we decide to have a best of 3 match to determine who moves on to the next round. And here we go. So we got a Cloyster coming in on Ichamp's side with a Clefable against a Gengar and Mousehold. Super Fang, and it's immune, so it's actually the Zoroark here. Ooh, oh my gosh, double Zoroark, and it resists the Shadow Ball. And it's immune to the Brick Break coming in from the Zoroark on the other side as well. Sucker Punch taking the Zoroark down to Sash. Illusion ends, and Super Fang takes down half HP from the Clefable there. And it gets the Citrus Berry off because the Rocky Helmet activated and hurt the Mousehold. And the Zoroark on Ichamp's side takes out the other Zoroark. Follow Me coming in here. And Shadow Ball takes out the Gengar, but Curse Body disables it. And Meowscarada coming in, so I guess the Shadow Ball disabled doesn't really matter. Double Follow Me. Hyper Voids takes out the Mousehold. And let's see what Meowscarada does here. Flower Trick takes out the Clefable here. And Cloyster searching in, but ooh, but double Terra here. And Hyper Voice takes out the Meowscarada. So Ichampp takes game 1 of the best of 3 match here. Okay, coming out on game 2 of the tiebreaker best of 3 between Ichampp and Dino. Got a Corviknight and a Clefable on Ichamp's side. Armarouge Meowscarada on Dino's side. Immediate Terra Fire into the Corviknight there. And Follow Me, interesting. The U-turn gets resisted by the Clefable there. Ooh, Brave Bird does a ton of damage into Gengar. I'm actually kind of interested on why it Terra Fire though. I guess it's assuming that the Armarouge was gonna Heat Wave, but Calm Mind actually boosting up the Armarouge there, and this is a Zoroark, that's why it was immune to the Shadow Ball. Armor Cannon doing a lot, but taking it down to Sash. Moonblast takes out the Gengar. Ooh, Curse Body doing a ton of work, disabling the Moonblast there. Follow Me goes up again, and Hyper Voice does a bunch of damage on both Pokemon here. Ooh, okay, and Clefable takes both of the hits from the other Pokemon and dies. But that leaves Zoroark to do more damage here onto both of the Pokemon on Dino's side, and that's a ton of damage. Ooh, Armarouge goes down from the Brave Bird, and now it's a 1v3, not looking good for Dino here. Hyper Voice goes into Mousehold, Super Fang taking out half HP. Ooh, okay, I think it might be over for Dino. Ooh, Terra Ghost, do some last ditch effort. Ooh, immune to the Hyper Voice fire. And Brave Bird takes down the Mousehold there. Ichampp wins and is moving on to round 2. Alright, we're coming in on the last couple of matches in bracket 2 between Airline and YFI. Here we go. We got a Jumpluff and a Lycanroc against a Flygon and Murkrow, which is the lead we saw I think in one of the first couple of games. Taunt into the Jumpluff. Earthquake. Ooh, does a ton of damage, but both Pokemon are immune here. Tailwind goes up, and Earthquake takes down the Skeletor here. Seed Bomb goes into Flygon, not doing a ton. And Armarouge comes in on the YFI side. Lycanroc, oh, it's gonna take a lot of damage from the... Oh, but it brings it down to Sash. And the Armarouge goes down as well from the Earthquake. Ooh, it's looking really good here for Airline. We got a 1v3 situation going on again. Sets up the sand. Taunt goes into the Jumpluff. Switch back into Flygon. Terra Grass. Seed Bomb. Oh, doing a little bit of damage into that pal down there. And Rock Slide going in to Jumpluff. I think it might be kind of over for YFI here. U-turn and takes out the Jumpluff. Airline takes the win. Alright, it's bracket 2 between Gun and YFI. Here we go. We got Toucannon and an Ursaluna against a Armarouge and a Dog. Terrifier, Accelerock. Okay, it's the weak armor tactic here with the weakness policy. Heat Wave. Oh, it takes out both Pokemon on Gun side. That's really good for a YFI here. Protect into the Spathor probably to boost its speed in order to outspeed the Armarouge here. Heat Wave gets protected, of course. And a Rock Slide also gets protected here. Speed Boost coming in. I don't think it outspeeds. Rain Dance, that's really good for the Heat Wave. And Liquidation takes out the Dog. Actually, it brings it to Sash, so that's really good. And it's gonna do a little bit of damage, but does take out the Spathor here, and I think that's game. Oh, Expanding Force takes out the Poliwrath here, and YFI wins. Alright, coming in on the second to last match of round 1 between Corn and YFI. We got Armarouge and a Lycanroc against a Malamar and a Flygon on Corn's side. Wait, I actually don't know why they're not nicknamed anymore. But Accelerock doing the strategy with weakness policy again. Heat Wave gets protected into the Flygon, but does take out the Malamar. Toxtricity coming in here, Helping Hand into Toxtricity. Ooh, does take out the Toxtricity though. Unfortunate for Corn here. Rock Slide, and now it's a 2v4 situation going on. Helping Hand going to Flygon, but oh, both goes down to the Heat Wave here. Unfortunate for Corn, and YFI takes the win. Okay, we got our very last match here of round 1 between Corn and Function Freak. This is gonna determine who moves on actually, so that's really cool. Here we go. We got a Talonflame and a Golduck here, Malamar and Toxtricity coming in here. Protect into Toxtricity, Tailwind boosting up the speed on Function Frank's side. Simple Beam getting rid of the Contrae, and Trick Room going up again, so that's really good for Corn. Overdrive takes out the Talonflame and doing a lot of damage to that Mousehold. Knocks off the ability shield, which is really interesting actually. I don't see that item getting used a lot. I think Fortune Freak might have misclicked here because he immediately switched out into Golduck after this, and Overdrive takes out both the Pokemon. Now it's a 4v1 situation, and both the Pokemon on Corn's side were still at full health, so that's really cool. Overdrive does take out the Palafender, and that concludes round 1 of the Wonder Trade Tournament. Alright, we're in the first game of the semifinals between Bloff and Iwikedinos here. So this is actually going to be a best of 3 format. So here we go. We got a Torkoal and a Scovillain on Bloff side against a Meowscarada and Toxtricity on Iwikedinos side. Flamethrower takes down the... Oh, it's actually a Zoroark. Takes it down to 1 HP. And Sludge Bomb does take down the Scovillain, and Earth Power also takes down the... Sorry, that was a Windows sound effect and it bothered me. Okay. Oh, that's Triple Axel going into Altaria, does take it out, and Protean also boosts up the Triple Axel there, but I don't think it matters because it was a 4-time weakness. And Meowscarada goes down, and Torkoal also taking a bunch of damage. Follow Me from the Clefable. Oh, redirects it from the Zoroark doing damage. Flare Blitz is going to take a lot of damage into the Clefable, but it does do a lot of damage to itself because of the recoil there. And Iwikedinos takes the win of round 1. Coming into round 2 between Bloff and Iwikedinos here, we got Clefable and Toxtricity against a Torkoal and a Scovillain. The same lead in Bloff side here. Switching into the Corviknight, Protect. Okay, double Protect probably to scout out what's going on here on Iwikedinos side. And I think this is a Zoroark because it's using Hyper Voice. And Terra Fire gets resisted. Ooh, Hyper Voice, Scovillain being immune because it's Terra Ghost. And Brave Bird doing a ton of damage into that Scovillain, and Flamethrower does do a lot into that Zoroark there. Protect from the Scovillain. Ooh, Shadow Ball getting protected. Brave Bird doing a lot into the Torkoal, but not enough to take it out. And Earth Power almost taking out the Corviknight as well. This is really close. Ooh, Flamethrower does take out the Zoroark here. Roost. Flamethrower again gets resisted but because it's a Terra Fire. Ooh, resisting the Flamethrower again. Volt Switch into Torkoal does take it out. I think it's a Brave Bird here into the Scovillain. And yup, does take out the Scovillain. And now it seems to be a 2v3 situation. Altaria, Arcanine switching in. I think it does have extreme speed, so it could take out... Oh, okay, it does take out the Corviknight. Follow Me doesn't do much here because extreme speed. Helping Hand into the Arcanine. Extreme speed into the Toxtricity, almost taking it out. Overdrive doing a ton into both Pokemon here. And Altaria does go down to Moonblast here. Extreme speed going into Toxtricity. Moonblast almost taking out Arcanine. Ooh, it's gonna be... Oh, okay, Sun does run out, and Arcanine does die to the Rocky Helmet. That was really close, but Iwikedinos does take the win and is moving on to the finals. Congrats to both players, and we see some of the sportsmanship going on here in chat as well. Good game on both sides. Alright, we're coming in on game 2 between Corn and Doop here. Here we go. We got Raichu and Volcarona. Really interesting here. Armarouge and Ampharos, also really interesting with Ampharos. Fake Out going to Ampharos. Quiver Dance, setting up the Volcarona here. And flinching the Ampharos. But Trick Room does go up, so that's really bad for the speed boost on that Volcarona here. And Power Jump does get protected into that Volcarona, so I'm assuming it's gonna Terra this turn. Yup, Power Jump not doing a lot. Heat Wave does do a lot onto that Volcarona, but is not enough to take out because of the special attack boost. And dang it, there's a vacuum going on. Volt Switch switches into low kicks, and First Impression takes out the Ampharos, but it does get paralyzed. Heat Wave coming in does take out the low kicks, and Volcarona protect as well. I think it's also healing, so... Ooh, Fake Out into Armarouge. It can't take out the Volcarona now. And another Quiver Dance goes up with the Trick Room running out, so now the speed boost actually matters now. Malamar coming in, protecting the Armarouge. Giga Drain gets protected. Volt Switch also gets protected. Whoa, really good protector. Giga Drain is going to do a lot into that Armarouge and heal a lot. Armarouge goes down, and what is the Malamar going to do here? Ooh, Intimidate gets boosted. Oh, it just sets up the Trick Room right back up. Yawn into Volcarona, really good. Knockoff into the Arcanine, doing a ton of damage. Ooh, Sun, setting up the Sun, and Heat Wave takes out both Pokemon and the win. Doop takes round 1 of the battle here. Okay, we're back with round 2 of the game 2 semifinals between Doop and Corn. And just a reminder, this is a best of 3 match. Also, there was actually a second battle between Corn and Doop here, but they both forgot to save the video, so this is actually game 3. And the last game, Corn did take the match. But here we go. We got Low Kicks and Raichu coming in here. And Malamar, Armouge. Protect into Malamar. Oh, double protect probably to... Yep. Protect from the fake out. And first impression. Volcarona coming in here. Encore. Oh, locks Armouge into protect here. Trick Room going up. Ooh. Switch out into Flygon to get rid of the Encore there. And Oriclone also coming in. But the Quiver Dance set up into the Volcarona. And ooh. Flygon resisting that Volt Switch here, and Yan into Volcarona, really good. Bulldoze decreasing the speed, and Volt Switch into Orichalung into Arcanine. Quiver Dance setting up the Volcarona further. Armouge coming back in, and Extreme Speed does do a little bit of chip damage into that Armouge. Ooh, Yan into that Arcanine. Oh, and Volcarona is now asleep. Switches into Raichu. Helping Hand into Armouge here. Ooh, Extreme Speed doing a little bit before the Heat Wave does go out, and now Arcanine's asleep as well. Low Kicks coming in, and it does have the first impression. Protect into Armouge, but let's see if that first impression... Oh, okay, I thought it would go into the Malamar. That would be cool. Arcanine's still asleep. Knockoff does take out the Armouge since the Trick Room is out now, so it does outspeed. Trick Room coming back up again. Switches back into Volcarona. Double sleep here. And Helping Hand into the Malamar. Terra Flying. Let's see what it does here. Knockoff takes out the Arcanine here, but that Volcarona is very scary still, not gonna lie. Terra Bug, first impression into the Malamar, does a lot into that flying Terra Malamar, and Knockoff into Volcarona, doing a bunch of damage. Is still asleep, unfortunately, for Doop, and protecting that Malamar. Sucker Punch fails into Malamar. Yawn into Low Kicks, but Volcarona wakes up now and Quiver Dances with the Trick Room almost running out. Protect into the Volcarona. Oh, this is gonna be a really spooky looking Volcarona here. Yawn gets protected, and Trick Room does run out. Malamar switching back in, attempting to set up the Trick Room here again, but I think this is gonna be a double. Oh, and, okay, Low Kicks to sleep, but... And Heat Wave takes out both Oinkoloink and Malamar here. And Flygon coming back in, it's not looking good for Corn. Does a little bit of damage with that Giga Drain and heals it back up a little. Dragon Claw not gonna do much. Giga Drain does a chunk of damage and heals back up. And Low Kicks just takes out the Flygon there as well. And Doop wins game 2 of the semifinals and is moving on to the finals. Alright, we are here with the Wonder Trade finals between Doop and IChamp here. Now, both of these players have been doing really well in both of their brackets, so good job on their part. And here we go. Arcanine coming in here, and Raichu on Doop's side against a Clefable and a Cloyster. Ooh, getting rid of that White Herb there with the Intimidate, that's really good for Doop here. Volt Switch getting resisted by that Toxtricity, and Charizard coming in. Sunny Day coming in with that Arcanine. Moonblast getting resisted by that Charizard. Ooh, but I think Charizard does outspeed both of their Pokemon. Heat Wave taking out both Toxtricity and Clefable here. Really good for Doop. And Flare Blitz, of course, fails because both of them are fainted. And Corviknight switches in, as well as Cloyster. Terra Fire, oh, takes out both Pokemon anyway. I think it's because Cloyster is actually not that specially tanky. And Terra Fire plus Sun actually does the job here. So Doop takes round 1 of the finals. We have game 2 of the finals here between Doop and IChamp. And just as a reminder, this is a best of 3 match. And here we go. We got Low Kicks coming in with Arcanine again. And Clefable, Toxtricity on Ichamp's side. Ooh, Protect on the Arcanine going on. First impression does a ton of damage into that Toxtricity. Hyper Voice going to Low Kicks. Ooh, it does a chunk as well. Overdrive does take out the Low Kicks here, and Raichu coming in as well. And Clefable, oh, I think one of them is a Zorg. I actually don't know. Okay, so this is the Zorg because it used Hyper Voice. I forgot that. It got paralyzed though, which is really bad for IChamp. And Nuzzle going into Clefable as well. So both Pokemon paralyzed. Flare Blitz does a ton of damage in that Clefable, but does take a ton of recoil and Rocky Helmet damage. Follow me into that Clefable. Volt Switch is not going to be able to take out that Clefable there. and Flare Blitz does go into the Clefable, but it does get the recoil and the Rocky Helmet damage. And Zoroark takes out the Arcanine there and does a chunk into the Charizard there. And Terrifier protecting that Zoroark. Oh, Fake Out gonna take out, oh that rhymes, the toxicity there. And Zoroark gets Protect off. Volt Switch immediately takes out that Cloyster there. And and Doop is our Panchamp Wonder Trade Tournament champion. Congratulations to both players here. They both did really well in the tournament. And with that, the first ever Panchamp Wonder Trade Tournament concludes. Congratulations again to our tournament champion Doop, along with all the contestants that participated in the tournament. Doop ended up choosing a shiny Scovet from my shiny box, and for Doop's custom server emoji, here it is. It's a rework of this artwork right here, referencing Doop's Arcanine in the tournament. And special thanks to you for watching until the very end. If you want to see more content like this, or for me to host more tournaments like these, be sure to let me know in the comments, the Discord server, or just by subscribing. This video took super long, like 7 months long to finish, so I would really appreciate it. Okay, thank you guys again for the support, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.